Well, hey, BT, last week on our Facebook page, we asked all of our friends, what's the toughest place in your home to keep organized?
I know this
I know
answer.
you and your wife love to cook. We got so many responses that we decided to help you tackle some of those tough areas, and the kitchen was the first spot.
Would it be inappropriate if I started genuflecting in advance of our next guest?
Our
here?
next guest is an organizing expert, and it's Lisa Wendt. Hi, Lisa. How you doing?
Exactly.
Nice to see a kitchen, tough spot.
Absolutely, and I think some of us are in denial about how much we really have in our kitchens,
Yeah.
from the 25 coffee mugs that we use to the water bottles. There's a lot of excess that we have that we really need to get rid of.
So you say purge?
Purge at least once a year minimum. So it's food, all the other goodies that you have lying around that you really don't need.
Even that stuff too, huh? You know,
Oh yeah, it needs to go.
Like, is it like if you have water bottles but you only use one of them, get rid of the rest?
You could either donate, or the next option is store it somewhere else.
Okay.
So an example is I have storage in my basement, but I also have storage in my pantry. So like with all my utensils that I'm not really using, the melon ball or the cookie cutters, those things once in a while that I'm using, I put in a container that is easily accessible.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I got those stainless steel racks in my basement. Life-changing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you have a small kitchen, you can't fit everything.
Yep, layer them up.
Yeah.
Get rid of that stuff, so then you have room to breathe and move in your kitchen.
Okay.
Other things, it makes things accessible. Lazy Susans are pretty common.
I don't know why
in your pantry.
Susan is considered a lazy person.
I'm not quite
Yeah,
sure
who
why
was this
she
Susan?
get the flag on
My
that.
mom's
Laying on the
name
couch
is Susan,
again.
and she's like actually kind of offended by the lazy Susan.
Exactly. So this one I keep in my refrigerator. That's why I have ketchup on there. But because I have a side-by-side, and you can't get to a lot of that stuff in the bag, so I have this one, and I have one in my pantry.
Is your refrigerator like mine? It's pretty much all condiments.
Yeah, it's a lot of them in
there.
Exactly. And in base cabinets, this would make things accessible as well. So this one you can actually pull out if you want, but I have my lids in there if you want to put Tupperware lids in there.
Nice.
So
awesome.
it's accessible. That's what you really
So
want
you're
to
not
create
just
in
taking
that
up space on the bottom.
Right.
And these can stack or go next to each other.
Exactly.
Too, right?
So you can line them up. So you could probably put 3, maybe 4, depending on what your base cabinet
Okay.
is.
Sounds good.
Yep. Okay. And then on this one,
Yeah, you want to scoot over?
we have, this is just a regular organization, or they actually call it an organization rack, but I like this one because it's kind of a chrome, and so you can actually put this on your countertop. Some of those are like plastic or white, and you're like, oh, that's not
It looks
very
nice.
attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks something decent, especially for some of those bigger things that you want to store. Another thing on going up is I have just these hooks. Now this, you can use 3M hooks, but this one's a little bit prettier.
Yeah.
Those are adhesive as well, and line those up for any of your utensils.
And
that
where
you
are
have.
those things from? Where do you get
This
those?
one is for Bed Bath & Beyond, and those were like $6. or so.
Okay.
And this one was from Bed Bath & Beyond as well. I think that's like $13 as well.
And not just inside the cabinets for towels, but they look nice enough to put outside.
Yeah,
like you said.
exactly. Or pot holders, anything that you want really quickly accessible, but you're like, oh, I'm really tight on space.
Do you like that idea, Lisa, of buying things that look nice enough that you could put them out or inside, so that if you decide to repurpose?
Yes, absolutely. And that can be in a small kitchen or a large kitchen. Doesn't matter. It's better to have it readily accessible. Otherwise, then you are spending a lot of time looking for things.
Okay, this next thing.
This one
is
really
what,
close,
and
yeah.
I just went into, I have a space here where I keep some clothes, and I was like, if I could even just stack shoes on this, it would make such a big difference.
This one is from the Container Store. That's actually currently on sale for like $14, but it's bamboo. And so it's, you can line them up along your counter, but this is cool. Oops. So you can put them right on top, and they just snap right in there.
It's got the notches there, sure.
Yep,
Yeah.
so, and then it actually holds a lot of different things. So I was able to put my toaster under there, that little white thing with the drawer. I can pull that out, so a lot of those things are really accessible.
Yeah, and even things to send to your kids at college if they've got dorm rooms or things like this.
Yep,
It's all
go up.
helpful.
That's the big direction.
This is really good, Lisa. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Can I genuflect again?
Yes, please do.
We are not worthy.
Thank you.
We are not worthy.
Thank you. Do you feel like your kitchen, is LT, your wife, going to take some of these ideas?
I think we'll be spending some money at the Container Store and Bed Bath & Beyond and elsewhere pretty soon here.
Get ready for them. All right, if you would like Lisa to help organize your life, you can go to TwinCitiesLive.com, and we have a link to her website. Okay, it's starting to smell pretty good in here, BT.
Sure is.
And I think